You all may notice the length of this video is it's kind of intense. I spent probably close to 5 hours today working through App Builder, reading about App Builder, or talking to the engine team about App Builder. So it was an App Builder day. On the day when I'm supposed to be very excited about other things in my life, I spent the whole time in App Builder, which isn't a complaint. I'm glad we did it and we learned a lot. But what I want to do is offer you this introduction that helps you figure out how much of this you want to watch. And I will put some time, if I can figure out how to do timestamps on YouTube, I'll put some timestamps to help you better digest this video. But essentially, we go through a handful of things in this video. The first 30 minutes is really just figuring out how to even work in App Builder. There are some things we just find out as we go, how we get into it, what we need before we even approach App Builder, etc. First 30 or so minutes. Again, I'll mark that out. Then the second 30 or so minutes, actually it's probably the second 45 minutes, and is a lot of struggling to figure out how it actually works. Once we're in it, how do we do things? What's going on? I walk through some of the tutorials in this section, kind of work through that. We learn a lot of things. We learn about how we have to build workflows a little differently so that they work in App Builder. And then we do some building for that. We do spend a little bit of time in this section in Designer Cloud. And then in the third section, we actually do App Builder stuff. So the video could have probably just been that, but the foundation for how we got there is important. I think it's important. You may not, which is why I'm going to give you timestamps to get there. So excited to be doing stuff in App Builder. Excited to have taken all the time today to get this done. To note, just again, and I get a little critical at points in this video, but it's important, and I talk about this too, but it's important to remember this platform, this part of the platform is pretty early. And it is, it's just going to get better. So, if there are things that don't make sense, or if, it's lacking in points because it's not there yet. But the team is working hard, and which I know, because I spent several hours with them today talking about everything. They're working hard, and it's going to be a great product when it's all said and done. So, I believe it's going to be a great product when it's all said and done. So, my name is Trayson. This is Sky Punch, the vlog podcast thing where we attack different problems in the cloud with cloud tools. And you know what? It's been a lot of Alteryx. So in the future, we're going to do some other stuff too, but we use Alteryx right now because that's what I like and that's what I want to learn. So thanks for being here. Enjoy the video. All right. So today, what we're going to do is look at App Builder. I've never used it. I've never touched it. I vaguely understand what it is. Create purpose-built analytic applications. So I am wondering if I'm wondering how different it is from like the standard way we build apps in Alteryx Designer. I'm sure it's going to be a lot different, but how different and how similar? Those are my questions. So we're going to dive into that today. I have an instance of it up. I don't know what I need to build ahead of time. So what I might end up doing is having to stop, build some workflows, and then come back. So I'll cut that out of here, or I won't do that on the recording, but we'll just see how it goes. So I launch App Builder, Alteryx App Builder. Okay. Let's see. Build apps without writing a line of code. Cool. App Builder intuitive interface allows you to build web apps with ease. No code required. All right. Cool. Publish apps for your organization to use. Enable others. Okay. So it's that function of server that allows you to publish out insights. Analytic applications. Curious how this partitions. I'm curious on security. Those are things I'm already curious about. Let's see how this works. Do I want to use an example? You know what? We're just going to create a new app. Let's see. Test for Sky. We're just going to call it Sky Punch. Sky Punch. Create. Exclamation points are allowed in the name of your apps. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. This is totally different here. Okay. Right. Display. Okay. All right. So let's see here. We have an ingestion, loading data sets and workflows. I have to redo all this. I'm on a new instance of Designer Cloud. So, and you can let this sit on top of a workflow. Connect to a workflow, load a data set, CSV input. And then it allows you just to, interesting. I'm curious, use set variables to update the value of a global variable. Interesting. Global variables have been something that are, okay. So global variables are not fun in Designer. You have to like, So, all right, here's how we're going to have to, the way I'm understanding things here, between App Builder and what I know about plans is that we have to think completely differently about the way we develop certain things in Designer, or Designer Cloud versus Designer Desktop. Where in Designer Desktop, sometimes you have to separate out your, here, you know what? I'm going to draw this. We're going to draw. I don't need a drawing tool. We're going to do draw.io. Oh, also, I have the Max Goof hair thing. This is like in my brain from the time I was a kid, like this little like flare thing coming out. And I always think of this whenever my hair's like this out of the hat. It's getting too long. I need to cut it. All right, let's go. We'll decide later. Okay, so in Alteryx Designer, we can just build an app that does everything we need to do in it. And macros allow us to build like sub processes within this application. So like if we need to do an iterative process or a batch process, we have this, we have macros that we build to do that. That all exists within the same workflow. Now there's some instances of when we're developing an application or a workflow where you need a workflow to finish and then another workflow kicks off. And we can do this on the server with chained apps. It's kind of clunky, but it can be done. And a lot of people do it. The other way is with the crew macros by Mark Frisch. There's one called Runner, which allows you to essentially do the tool looks just like this. You do a few tools and you connect to them. And there'll be like a yes or no. There's two different runner tools. One says like a yes or no. If this runs, then you do one thing. If this runs, then you do another thing. But the problem with running it on the server is that you lose the metadata for the workflow that runs below because it runs on the engine, but not on the what's it called? On the gallery. So you lose all the gallery logs and the logs essentially, or you don't lose them. You just have to go get them a different way. So it's a pain in the butt. But from my understanding of how see, this says orchestrate here. Oh, dang it. Hold on. How plans work and what looks like how App Builder works. We think about this differently now. So what we'll have to do is build designer cloud processes to perform certain functions. Or we may have to get this way. Not everything will have to go this way, but there is a level of advanced development that we can get to that will allow us to think about certain designer workflows as I don't want to say like just certain sections of code. So if we try to make an analogy here to standard code writing, or even let's say standard code writing, there is a like if we build a I'm forgetting what the term is called. Essentially, like a function. If we build a function, we can start thinking about Alteryx apps. I think like a function, or sorry, Alteryx workflows that we build in Designer Cloud like a function. So like it does a thing, and then we have to use App Builder or plans to run it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to work. I'm hoping that's the way it's worked because I just rambled about it for 7 minutes. So I'm going to actually put together some workflows here, and we'll come back and we'll put them together and we'll see how that all works with plans and app builders. All right, I killed the first recording, but I didn't even realize this over here. So here's the orchestrate. This is what we were looking at. There's another tab that's design, and this looks like how we're going to make it pretty. Actually, this community.alteryx.com. There actually, you know what? There should be a new hold on just a second. There should be a new Cloud Quest actually out this morning, so hopefully maybe there's but I was looking, I remember, I think it was Tasha. Who was it? Someone posted an app builder as a solution for one of these, and we're going to look at this real quick because now this might make sense here. Hold on. All right, so let's see. Learn Academy challenges and quests. They took away the little new button on that. Noticed. Okay, so if we click on Cloud Quests, number 3 should be popping. Oh, okay. Yep, number 3 should be popping up soon because that launches on Tuesdays. But let's look at this one real quick. Yeah. Oh, Tanya. Yeah, sorry, Tanya did it. So here's her. So she built the workflow. Here's what she did in App Builder. So I'm curious. Oh, interesting. So it showed a different picture depending on what she selected. Interesting. So, and then just grabbed the photos from here. Okay, interesting. So this is probably more on the design side of the house for this. Let's see. Search workflow tools. Interesting. Variables. Okay, there's a lot here. Oh, here's the image thing. So if you drop an image in here, okay, image URL and title. Oh, and here's conditional logic. Interesting. Oh, so you could do a. Oh, interesting. Whoa. I'm wondering if we can use this to build like interactive forms, because we can build interactive forms on Designer currently, but it's a pain in the butt. I just spent several months building one that is hard to manage. And this, all right, again, I'm going to cut the video. We're going to come back when I have some things to play around with, and then we're going to go from there. It seems like I do a series of videos on this. I feel like I could probably, we'd probably go in a few different ways. We're going to do some basic stuff. We're going to do the basics. We're going to figure out what this orchestrate piece is here. And then maybe in the next iteration of this, we will do some of the Viz stuff. So yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Let me build some workflows and I'll come right back. All right, so what I've done is gone and created a store profit example. I'm just grabbing some data, I'm getting rid of some nulls, and I'm doing summary. Got it. Nothing crazy, but again, functionally, it's a workflow, and we do stuff like this all the time in Alteryx Designer. So, I have it. I've given it a name. I don't have any sort of output, but I'm unsure of what App Builder needs from me to work. So we're just going to play around with it. So let's open up a workflow. And the workflow is, let's see what my store profit example. Okay, so this is grayed out. The workflow uses input data connections that are not currently supported by App Builder. Okay. What connections are supported by App Builder? How would I look that up? Name that is used in okay, hold on a second. Let's see what loading data sets I can do. Okay. I wonder if it's the Snowflake connection. Well, all right. Back to the drawing board. CSV input. I need to go get some CSV data. Those are questions. What's going on here? I assume it's the Snowflake connection because that data is in Snowflake. But let me load some CSVs and I'll be back. Okay, so what I did is I went back to the Cloud Quest number 2, which was this one about the meal deals. Let's drop it over here real quick. This one, which I had done already, but I did it. My first time I did it, it was big. It was a lot of things, but I did it this time with a handful of tools. And what I want to do is, figure out what it would take to make this in this app. Like, so this logic is what kind of controls the whole thing. Saying that, like, the question is, like, if there's a burger or a pizza and a side and a drink, then it's a meal. Otherwise it's not a meal. So can I build something that allows me to switch what these variables are, so that, like, if I want to see, what's the percentage if it's just a burger, or if it's a side or a soup, or something, or a salad, or soup salad, or I don't know. We could figure that, because then maybe we could also say a meal, like there'd be like a soup salad, and that soup salad and a drink, that could also be a combo. I don't know, something like that. How do we make it so that users can change the things that exist in here to make this a combo, and then spit out like a boom that see how this percentage changes as we go. And then also, how do I spit it out? So these are questions I have. I think this is a good place to start. We're going to go into App Builder, and I'm going to put in a workflow, and I'm going to browse. And note here that workflows. Yep. Okay, cool. So this looks like it's good to go. We hit select. Output table name. Oh, this is actually putting... Oh, interesting. Hold on a second. Let's just check here. Oh, only one output. Okay, which is fine. I want it to output the of this formula, the meal deal percentage formula. So let's see here. This is in order. That's cool. It's cool that also it does all three outputs of this. I'd be curious how these things work when, like, there's two things in parallel here. It looked like, can I rename these? I'm sorry. So this, let me back up here. When I was looking at this the other day, output, one of the things I was curious about is if I can name these. It'd be really great to be able to name these tools again, especially when looking at App Builder, because I could just call this like output formula or something like that. Especially when we're working with like hundreds of things. That's going to be really annoying when there's hundreds of things on here. So yeah. Okay. Just some thoughts here. We need to be able to rename these tools, and I need a better way of doing this. Maybe some way of, like, would be cool maybe is to tag this as like an output, make output. And that way, instead of having all of these available as output. Again, hundreds of things, and I can't rename them currently. That might be the best way to go about something like that. I don't know. All right, so we have this. Output name is that. What happens now? View details. What do I do? What do I do? So this is the no data passing through this anchor. This could be what is this? Tool configure will display here. Tool configure master here as you design your application. Okay. Let's see here. Messages and output. There is no output. So let's say here I want to. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do a drop down. Or how do I? So this sits here. Name test. Output column. Label source. Select a value. What am I doing here? What's going on? Source variables. Okay. Value source. Where a column on the tool's output which stores the selected value. On this, so this a column on this output. On this output, that's I think these are backwards. Sorry, just to note. Output that so this needs to be flipped. It needs to be facing this way. Okay, why am I not getting anything out of here? Let's see. No data is passing through this anchor. This could be due to the upstream tool or input tool setting. Okay. Why is there no option? Does it have to be a string field? And there are no string fields coming out of this. Okay, let's back up for a second here. Let's do. This doesn't have any string fields either. Maybe this is a bad example for this. Can I not? In the input, in this drop-down tool in Designer, if I wanted to do a drop-down, I would do this, and I could create one. I could manually set values. So if I want to do like pizza, burgers, sides, and then I would do something like side, then soups, and then soup. Anyway, this is what allows me to make a selection in this. But unsure how to get these. Again, probably this is the name of the columns that hold the storing values from your label source section. Label source. This is the name of the column that holds your text you want displayed. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to need I'm actually curious. I'm going to need a training in this. I'm going to need, because there is no. Yeah, I am unsure what to do, to be honest with you, to be 100% honest with you. Sort. Curious, again, this is going to take some getting used to, because again, all right, so earlier I talked about where we would have to split this up. You know what? Let's try this here. What I'm going to do is let's do the join output of this. So let's do the join. Let's see what happens here. View details. Yep, done. Oh, that's cool. Actually, that is cool that I can go in here. Can I click on this? Filter. Override with variable. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to be really interested. Oh, interesting. Hold on a second. No configurations available for this tool. No maybe it's just that none of my tools have configurations available. Let's see. Join. Nope. Filter. I would have to build this workflow. Now that I'm looking at how I think this is starting to work, is that I actually have to have something that can be adjusted based on how this is built. Again, making some speculation here, unsure. Like the way this is built, the only thing I could probably do is add a filter variable here, which is the change of the date. Actually, let's just do that. Let's just filter column. Why is nothing coming out of here? Yeah, why is nothing coming out of here? What am I doing incorrectly? Let's see. Is there like a run feature that I'm supposed to be doing? Why don't I have output data? Okay. All right. Let's take a look let's see if we can find some documentation on this. Google. And what we're going to do is we're going to look up Miami Beach spring break. Why would it think I want that? Or any of these things? Ocean Infinity. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh boy. What were we looking for? I need to look for Alteryx App Builder. Let's see if I can just look through some of this stuff. All right, X App Builder. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's just, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so sort. Oh, hold on a second. So is that how that works? Okay, so I've got this. This is a filter tool. I have a filter. What's this V? Okay, nothing's passing through. Curious what's going on there. Is this V variables or value? Test. Column 1. It's why? Okay. All right. There are some funky things happening here. I'm gonna have to go find. Okay. All right. Hold on. App uses App Builder nature, for example. Yep. Okay. All right. And, okay. So this design function looks cool, but I can't get to the design function if I can't get to the. Oh dang! I really want to do this. For customers. Oh, there's interactive lessons on the App Builder. Shoot. App Builder demo. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come back and then we're going to hopefully have something solved. Something that I can solve. Maybe I'm going to have to change the entire direction of this video, which we're already quite a bit of ways into it, and I would hate to do that to you. But this is the learning process. This is figuring things out. Okay. And what I'm really trying to do is demonstrate that I'm like this real person who doesn't know any of this stuff. I'm not just some shill for big Alteryx. I'm actually trying to figure out with you what the value of this platform is. So I'm going to go through this and I'll get back. Okay. I'm going to actually record this and see as I go, oh, cool. But now I got my headphones on. So, what's going on with that? All right. We're going to figure this out. All right. Start course. Okay. This course design introduces you to Alteryx App Builder. Okay, cool. What is App Builder? All right. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Hold on. I didn't see that when we were working through this. I need to go to, where were we? Okay. Edit. Canvas settings. Cool. All right. This. Oh, interesting. Wait, weird that these aren't changing. Hold on. Custom. Just 9 pixels. Okay. So it does switch between. That's cool. All right. I like this. I know one of the things when we work with like something like Power BI or Tableau, we talk about how you can have your desktop version of the app and your mobile or tablet version of the app. So this is cool. Does this? I'm trying to think, and this might. Okay, I'm trying to think in old Alteryx server, Alteryx designer, how we would leverage something or make it usable in mobile. Like it may not be important because may not be important because again you get out some, unless it's just like showing one of I don't know, I have to think through this. I'm glad it's available, not quite sure how I'm going to leverage it at this moment. Okay. Where are we? Okay, gotcha. All right, demo guys. Oh no, wait, this is not what I need to do. I am over here. Well, hold on a second. I am there. That is this. I am. Whoa. Okay, I'm sorry. Something new I learned about. Okay, all right, here we go. So this is here. All right. Orchestrate. Select the option to open the orchestrate canvas. Here you can integrate the data as well as add tools and variables, which then becomes available to add to your app. Oh, got to take that. Boss man's calling me. All right, orchestrate. Okay, hold on. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, this is this part. Okay, yep, I've seen this. Okay, yep. Let's see. Renaming the app, got it. Help, got it. Share app. Embeddable iframe. This is big news, people. This lets you put it into other applications. So if you have something like your own analytics platform or a website or some tool that you want to push internal people to or customers to, boom. This is incredibly annoying right now in server as it exists. So that's super important. Let's see that. Okay, so we'll click on that. Change device view. Desktop. Oh, yep. Device view. Oh, that's cool. So you can actually see it as. Okay, cool. Preview app. So okay, got it. All right, got it. This is cool. Again, super. This is super exciting. The iframe thing. We'll get back to that here. All right, continue. All right, let's see. App Builder contains two primary components that are used to build an application. The orchestrate canvas and the design canvas. Typically, you start building the orchestrate canvas and then you move to the design canvas. That makes sense. Okay. The orchestrate canvas, where you build the data flow for your application. A data flow consists of connected tools to perform various functions that moves within your app. To build a data flow for your application, select any tool from the orchestrate tool palette, drag it into the canvas, configure its settings. Okay, got it. Okay, let's see. In the orchestrate tool palette, tools are grouped into categories. Integration tools. Okay. Logic tools. Display tools. Got it. Okay, got it. Each tool in the category is a distinctive icon that shares the same color, so it looks like designer. Got it. All right, cool. I get that. The design canvas. The design canvas is where you build the designer. Here you can add. Okay, I understand this. Oh, I kind of understand this. We'll get there later. Oh, no, we'll get there now. The design canvas is where you build them. Elements grouped according to their catalogs. Elements define the structures of your app. Components. Yep. Interactive. Got it. Colors. Primary, secondary, background, and front. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep, that's cool. Variables you can display here. So as you type. Okay, cool. However, an element is function. The building blocks. Okay, cool. I'm excited to see this. How do I make the backend work? Okay. Okay. To remove a tool from your data flow, select the tool. Okay, delete key on the keyboard. Simple enough. To connect tools to the data flow, drag a tool from the tool. Okay, yep. Yep, got it. Okay, delete connections. Okay, yeah. See this stuff. I get this. I know this. Okay, this is what I want. All right, this demo guides you through the process of creating an app with Alteryx App Builder. We will be working with the Lego My Data Challenge from Alteryx Academy, where one of your objectives is the challenge to create an app. The first little app is to enable users to enter an ID number to retrieve information with the corresponding Lego model, including your name. Okay, cool. If you would like to build the app following the demo, at first we'll open the Lego Weekly Challenge. No. I don't. If you don't have that, yeah. Let's start. Okay, we're gonna watch the video. I don't. Okay. Designer Cloud, got it. 4 data sets. Right. Got it. Star Wars Rebels. Okay, cool. So there's a filter. This is fairly simple. We go to App Builder. We open up the app. Got it. New. Cool. All right. Let's try drop the interactive text field tool. Okay, text field first. Interesting. Input ID number. All right, we give it a name. Okay. Output column. Okay, so it's okay. So this is what it's. Okay, hold on a second. This is interesting. I don't. So this does. If I was okay, I see what this is saying. So if I text field here, I say not text field. Let's do drop down, and then okay, this requires an input. Let's try something here. CSV input name. Okay. Data. Please fill out this field. do I have to define this? The name is used in the canvas to identify a tool. Test 2. So if I do this. All right, sorry. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Checkbox. This is a this is name is yes or no. Thing. Okay, we do that, and then it's just called checkbox 3. That's the output column. That's fine. You know what? I just need to go watch this demo. This is cool though. Like it creates like an actual thing. Oh. So this is now a variable. Oh no. Oh, variable name. Boolean default value true. Variable name. Check output column. I'm sorry, I did miss that. Let's go back here. So we did this. Create a variable to store the ID number. New variable. ID number. So it's the output column. What did I? Hold on. ID number, output column, string. You didn't change anything there. Okay. 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 This thing now controls the variable. ID underscore number. So we just have to make sure we're telling it the same thing. Is a fixed value column. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna. You know what? All right. Do I want to build this? No, I don't. I'm going to see if I can. Okay, this makes sense. So add this to your workflow. Filter. Yep, you click on your app builder demo. Understood. Filter. Select the true side. Okay. Okay, okay, all right. Workflow. Okay, so again, like I had kind of discovered earlier, so I have to actually define a variable, and then that variable gets pushed into here. So we're thinking a little above. Okay, so that's where we did that. Okay, I thought that just popped up. So if I was to do this, how would I build? Okay, sorry. We're thinking about this. How would I build the workflow the way I was hoping to? Like where I could select the list of variables that get added or that change in the formula. Is that even something we can do yet? Maybe what I have to do is build a formula and then change the entire formula value. Okay, I'm sorry, continue. No, we're not going to continue. We're going to play around. Now that we've seen this, we're going to play around. Okay, select a thing. I don't need to select a thing. I do. No, I don't. I want to do a not even a checkbox. I would like a no, not a radio. I do want a checkbox, but I want we call this checkbox 3. Select meal deal items. Let's do primary, and then we could do another one that's like select meal deal secondary. Just select meal deal secondary. Again, I'm not 100% sure I'm doing this the right way, but we're going to check it. We're going to try. Why does this name not show up? Interesting. Okay, we'll just leave that there. And then, what do I do? I say I need to create a variable. So let's say, okay, this is going to be a string. Let's say primary meal deal. And then let's say this is going to be add variable. Let's do secondary meal deal. And then this is going to be a string. We see that's fine. Can I drag this? Nope. Okay, so I need to do set variable. This is, I don't know why I need to give this a name. This is going to be primary meal deal, and it's going to be incoming data. Incoming. How do I add things? How do I make this? How do I set this tool up? That's how do I create allow user selection for user selections in your app? Maybe this happens later. I don't know. We'll see. Again, we're gonna call this primary meal deal, and then this is going to be set variable. Let's say second good meal deal, choose variable, secondary meal deal, fixed value, incoming data. Again, no data selected for input anchor, fixed value. How do I apply data to this? How do I make a list? All right. Well, oh goodness, that's not what I want. Well, I don't want that either right now. All right. So I don't. Okay. So here, let's go back to the video. How did we apply a variable there? Filter. Okay, yep. So we're probably gonna have to change the way we built this app. Okay, we are gonna change the way we built this app. Actually, you know what? Can I duplicate this? Hold on a second. We're gonna try something here. Can I duplicate? Nope. You know what? Let's do a new workflow. We're gonna input data, and then this is going to be product type 1, and then input data meal deal. We're gonna call this workflow. Actually, for Cloud Quest 2. Now it's got a real long name. Okay. So we're gonna have to change how we do this. I think we're gonna have to change how we do this. Essentially, currently, what I brought in the wrong ones. I need point of sale. That's what I need. This is the okay. I don't need this one. I need this one. This and this, and we're gonna essentially what I need to do here is I need to build it completely. I think I need to build it completely differently. So we're gonna do a summarize here, and I just want to know the distinct tickets. Count distinct tickets. I highlighted something and now it does this. Okay, so this is distinct tickets. And then we're going to call this distinct purchase count. I'm just going to call it purchase count. Actually, we need to do one thing first. We need to change the data type of this date to a date. And then we're going to add a filter here. And maybe what we'll do later is change this to also be able to add filters. I don't think I care, or change like this date, but I don't care about that now. I have 20 minutes to do this. Let's see. Date greater than or equal to a fixed value of, what was it? 20, 20. I do not like that I cannot type in there. 2014. What's going on? 201. Was it 2014? I can't remember what the question was. 2014. Wow. I think it's July 1st, 2017. Where did the question go? I lost the question. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. Learn Academy Challenge and Quest. Cloud Quests. Number 2. Let's see. July 1st, 2013. Okay. This wasn't so hard. 2013. Ah, dang it. 201. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll leave that. Okay, good. All right, so this is just saying what that number is. 14,14450. Gotcha. Okay, boom. Understood. Okay, so what I need to do is calculate if something is, I need to do multiple filters. I need to join here. We're going to need to do a join. And so I need to join here. My hand in front of my face, can't hear me. It's probably better for you. Let's see, description. I don't need this right description. I just need this type. You know what? I don't need, that's fine. Price might be in there somewhere eventually, but then I need to do a filter. And essentially what I need to do is say, how do I do? I'm curious at how it will allow for like a, okay, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. So the type, will it work with advanced filters? Pizza. How do I do this? Oh, burger. Burger equals pizza. Oh, sorry. Type equals burger. Type equals burger, or type equals pizza. Haha, I'm going to remember. Does it do this? Yeah, it does do that. All right. So that's my first thing. All right, so this is the second filter where that is true. And then what we're going to do is type, and we're actually going to, instead of This might be better. So let's say it's in what is it? Side and drink? Side. I'm just trying to think about this as an analysis later. This doesn't capture something as both a side and a drink. But let's just do this actually. These are the only things I care about. Or even I wish I could actually, you know where this would be cool. Actually, now I'm rambling. How do I get rid of it? Okay. We're gonna add our cross tab here. I'd like to be able to change the filters. I'd like to change the filters. Oh. No, this didn't work correctly at all. We're gonna have to. We might even have to further blow this up. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. We're gonna try this again. That wasn't gonna work for a lot of reasons. What we're gonna do is we're gonna say filter. Type equals burger. Okay, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna say type equals pizza. Equals pizza. What I'd like to, this isn't allowing me. This isn't really doing what I want it to do. I don't think either. But again, maybe it's just me not choosing a good use case. But I know I could do this in Designer. I know I could do this in Designer Desktop. Type equals side, and then type equals drink. Right? Type equals drink. Type equals drink. All right. So I have all of these things. And then essentially what I need to do is bring them all together. We're going to union this. This. Okay. No, we're just going to union these two items here. That's fine. And what we're going to do is filter. I want to find the distinct. I just want to find the unique IDs here. Unique ticket ID. So these are the unique ticket IDs here. Because I need to know if it has one or the other of these two things here. So this is a list of distinct IDs. How am I going to join these? I'm going to join. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to join here. So this is saying it has both of these. So we say left column ticket ID. The only thing I care about is the ticket IDs that join. So options. Let's deselect everything, and I just want the ticket ID. So I just want to know the ticket IDs that are here. And I need to know this unique ticket IDs that are in this data set, and I need to know the unique ticket IDs that are in this data set. And then if I join them, that means they are both. I have either one of these and both of these. So let's do that. And we're going to do it on ticket ID. And again, I don't care about anything except for the ticket ID. I think this should work. Let's see the numbers here. And then account. I need a count here. Summarize. And then I just need to append these. Then this is going to be ticket ID, and we're going to count. It should be distinct. Let's just do count for now. And this is meal deals. Count meal deals. Count meal deals. Okay. Right, purchase count, and this is meal deal count. So what I need to do is append these columns here, and I need to bring this here, and then I just need to wait to see what my results are. So this, I have that number I know is correct. What is this number? Okay, we're not there yet. Let's see here. Do I have to do this thing where I make sure that everything runs before? There should be pizzas. Pizza, yeah. Type equals pizza. Okay, got it. 46,000 rows. Taking a long time to think. I'm going to let this sit for a second. So just to note, I think this is going to do what I need it to do, but essentially in the end, it's going to say pick between these two things for an or and pick between these two things for an and. A little more limiting than I would like, but I don't... maybe, again, I picked a bad use case for this. If I was in Alteryx Designer, what I would do is create a thing. If I looked back at my other version of this workflow, hold on. If I looked here, and I did this, if this was how my workflow is built in Designer, I would create something that allowed the, I might put this into a macro. I don't know. I would create something that rewrites this formula, because essentially I just need this logic to change. And again, that might be something I can build in App Builder. I just haven't figured it out yet. But I would just say, what's the logic here to do a one, or for it to qualify for a meal in this instance. And I would rewrite this, and I would do it like I would give them the ability to select, like, let's say, select primary items, select secondary items, where it's like these primary items, we need one of these, and then the secondary items, we need all of these. And then the user would go in and select burger, pizza, whatever. I could use that to rewrite this formula. Now, I'm not quite sure how I'm seeing that as a possibility here yet, because I think specifically, because one, I can't figure out how this works. That's on me, but I can't figure out how it works. Because I would use a checkbox to be like, pick your primary options. Boom, boom, soup, salad, pizza. Yeah, let's just say soup, salad. And the secondary item would be like a drink. It does have to have a drink. Pick a soup or salad. I don't know. But something like that, where we would allow users to say it has to have one of these two things. You guys are getting what I'm saying. And then I would have it build that logic. I can actually, even while, let's see, well, this is spinning. Actually, let me check my calendar here. We're supposed to jump on something here in a second. Project follow. Oh, yeah, I do need to do that. Nah, yeah, I do need to do this. But, or else I would build it in Designer. Actually, let's build it in Designer. So we would say something like checkbox. We could say primary. No, I'm sorry. This is not what I need. I would need a list box. Which actually, is that even... Checkbox. There's no list box. Maybe that's my problem right now with how I want to build this. There's no list box. But let me show you how I build this for any doubters out there. I would say primary. And then I would say manually set values. So I'd say, what was it? Pizza, burger, side, salad, soup, drink. And then I would say, yeah, we'll leave that as that for now. And then this one becomes secondary. Same thing. And what I would have it do, I think, is I would do a text input here. Dang it. And then these would be items. And then this one would create a filter. I think I'd filter these items out here. Yeah. Nope. Yes. Nope. I'd do a dynamic filter. Yeah, where I'd say item in, and then do like a replace. And then here for the primary list box, I would make sure it generates custom list. And then I would change this to update the replace. We're removing specifically this part. And then, so it would feed that. So then those would be the primary items, each one of these. And then I would build something after where it's like a formula tool, which would say where. And then it would say whatever that item field is, I can't remember. So we would call it like, or its type. So it'd be this, and it would go type equals, and then probably what I would do is this, and then plus the item. Where is it here? Items. Plus a single quote, double quote, and then close, and then double quote. So it looks like this. So let me just make sure this. Oops. Here, I'm gonna dodge that filter for just a second so you can see the result, or we'll go that way. So you can see the results, what this looks like. So it's this, and then I would do a where clause, or a summarize where, and we're gonna do a group by, and then I would put or not a group by, I'm sorry, a string. We do a concatenate, and then I would put an or in between them. So let's do like a space or space, and then the results would look like, whoops, oh, then the space would look like this, and then I would feed that into a macro, and update this. I would update this part by, yeah, I'd update this. And so that's how I would do it in Designer Desktop. Yep, this is the wrong function. That is what I didn't do correct that way. But this, again, this is still loading. I don't know why. Here, maybe it's just because I wasn't on the page. Did that? Okay, once these load, I think these results are correct. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill the recording, and we're gonna come back to this. Because I think I don't want you guys to have to sit here and go through that. But excited about excited about where we're at. Excited about the progress we've made and how we are starting to understand how this works. We haven't even finished anything, but we know how it doesn't work. I guess that's what's important, and we know things about the way it does work. So we're at a good stopping for my recording in this moment anyway, but this is going to be a long one. I feel this is going to be a long video. Okay, so I stopped the last recording probably about 5 hours ago. Oh, even longer, 7 hours ago. And I got on the phone actually with some folks from this team at Alteryx to kind of figure out some of the things that I was unable to bridge the gap on my own. So we're going to talk about that here. Earlier, stuff wasn't coming through on this, and that it looked like what was happening is that my machine was logging me out like this. So like it's logged me out. I need to figure out why that's happening. So I'm logged back in. This is my app builder. I have my results. Got it out of the workflow. So that is fixed, or something was going on with me earlier. We're good to go. There is a confirming a few things that we saw earlier. It's not currently working with Snowflake. It is. It needs. It's. I guess they're working on it. So that's in the pipeline. That's why we weren't able to get the Snowflake stuff to work earlier. So that's good, or not good, but good to know that wasn't us. We were working on this workflow, and I added a few things, but essentially this gives me the correct number. Now, funny thing that we noticed, this is going to take a second to load, but one of the things that we noticed is that something I didn't think about when I built the quest, and even a lot of people, including myself, gave the answer as this number right here, but this is just the sample answer. So that is the answer according to this sample. However, if you run it through like this, the answer is slightly different. So if you do go through the Cloud Quest 2, remember to run it through with the whole workflow. And the sampling here is not, it's 10 megabytes. So if you have really wide data, then it'll be fewer records. If you have really small data like this one, or thin data, I guess, this is 5 fields. This is almost the complete 254,000 rows, and of course, depending on whatever's in there, all that stuff. So, just as a good reminder on that. So what we have done to note, yes, there's also no multi selects here. So how we're gonna have to build this is a handful of drop downs. So this is stepping back here, what we had to do is we had to build like a primary item 1 and a primary item 2 and a secondary item 1 and a secondary item 2. And we are going to adjust all of these filters in our workflow. So what we've done is we've created this list here. Again, this is just the distinct types. And there it was hinted to me that there's a way that like we could, like if we did this first, actually that's what I had the filter on. So what happens is that like we make a selection here in this first one, and then in the second selection, we're gonna have to do essentially 4 of these drop downs. And in the first drop down, if we select something in the first drop down, then the second drop down will have that item removed, and then the third drop down will have those items removed, and the fourth drop down will have that removed. So we're going to try to build that, and then we're going to try to apply it to our workflow, and then hopefully we can get through this part of the app builder function, and then maybe get into the design part. That might have to be a Friday video, because again, we're already kind of at a lengthy video as it is. So let's just see how far we can get on this. All right. Let's see here. So we need to do a filter, and as it was explained to me, this goes in here, and then this will go in here. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to, let me just make sure I finish setting this up. So this is primary one. We're just gonna call this primary one, and this is going to be primary underscore one. Why not? This, oh, just a note, this also has the type value. So I might have shown this example earlier, but the idea being that if if I have some values here, and I like have a value, and then what that value represents that I want to push into my app, this information, this works this. So again, when we have our type, so which field is the left of this? So like if this is type and this is value, which field is type, which field is value? So that's that happens here. Now they're both, all I have is the one type value, so that's fine. You pick type, you get type. I'm cool with that. All right, this is from column type operator equals, and then the value, or let's say does not equal, or is not in. Ooh, I like that. That is not in. Was that always in Alteryx? I don't remember that. Hold on. Is that even an option for us? No. Not in was not in Alteryx. So that's cool. I like that this is available to us here, but let's say we want to say it's not in the filter. Okay, so it's just using the value provided by primary one. So this is going to be output column. Let's try something here. We're going to do a new variable. The variable is going to be called primary one. This is going to be a string, and then we're going to create this. I'm unsure if this feeds. I think we saw a video on how this worked earlier, and I thought that this could feed into there. But what I'll probably be able to do is just do. We're going to do that. We're going to fix that, or I think the way that's going to work. Now, I need to attach whatever's selected here to this primary one variable. How did we do that on the video? I think that was... there was a video we were watching. Where was it? Hold on. While I go look for that, you're gonna see my big old face. Was it this one? Oh, it's this interactive lesson. Got it. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Where was it? Connecting tools. App Builder demo. Right. Okay. Yep. This is text, so I have this create a variable ID in the ID. New variable. Did it have to be the same thing? How did we tie these two things together? String create. Add our newly created variable to the flow. Ah, right. That's what I need to do. Okay. And then, okay, yep. So we do something here where we say we set a variable. No variable selected. Name primary one based on the incoming data. Fixed value. Column, drop down, primary one. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Do I have to give it a name? No, I don't. Which is cool. Okay. Right. And then, okay. Oh, actually, you know what? Actually, really, I think I'm going to like this a lot, but we'll see. Even I can surprise myself. Let's see. So this value now goes into here. And so what I should have, no rows available to display. What I should have is that I can take, how did I set this up? This is primary 2, A2, and then we're going to call this primary 2. 2, and then this is going to be type. Yep, that's how that's going to work. And then, so the same thing here. Let's go here. Let's just do primary 2. Select variable type is going to be string. We create. I say okay. I do a new variable. I do secondary 1 string create, and then add a new variable secondary 2 string create. Okay. Cool. These are created. So what I do here is from this, I do set variable, filter, let's see here. Type is not in. So type not in the value coming from primary 2. So whatever the one thing is I select here is, we don't want that. So did I name this? No, I didn't. Okay. And this is going to be primary 2, incoming data, incoming data from column dropping. Okay, cool. All right, so that's cool. Oh, did I not select? No, variable selected. No, nope, variable selected. Okay, let's save this real quick. Okay. Choose variable, primary 2. I do. That is a variable, and it's connected. So, okay, that's going to be fine. We're just going to continue past that. Drop down here. I think one of the things I've really enjoyed the most about this series is that it's like, it really is me learning things all over again. Which, not to say that I just, especially around Alteryx, I've been around, I love when I learn something new because I've just been in here so long. Yeah, and so this is really kind of, again, requiring me to like, requiring me to just learn things. Not in, just making sure, type not in, yep. This is going to secondary 1. And then what I'm going to do is I need to add a, this was actually really interesting to me too. Someone showed me how this works. We'll talk about it in a second. We'll talk about how a few of these things work in a second. They're, just to note, I think probably we're at this point where it's like, okay, what's maybe happening here? Like, we're not 100% sure. Or hold on. Why is this? Okay, hold on. Save. I gotta back out of this. Or not back out. Like, what's going on here? Why is this not? Okay, hold on. This was. I lost my train of thought on whatever I was saying just a second ago, and I'm really sorry. Oh yeah, there's other cool things that we're not going to get to tonight that I was told about. So like this, we're early. This platform, this part of the platform is real early. So, I want to be fair to those who are building it, and they've done some great work. I just it you know there are things that okay, incoming data, yeah, boom, okay, it's there. And that's messing this up. Why can't I do this? Okay, here, what we're going to do is we're going to save this. And then I'm going to get out of App Builder for a second because maybe it's just having a hard time getting my metadata through to me. Sky Punch. Okay. Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Yep, it just needed to reset itself. And so there are cool things here, and I very much see this where this is going to be awesome. Especially like I had mentioned something earlier, where it was the ability to iframe this stuff. Like that's going to be huge for Alteryx, because embedding, it allows you to embed this stuff into other platforms. So like if you have some internal website or something like that you really want to drive, your whole world through, you can do that with Alteryx. Or let's say you have let's say you have some other platform. I can think of one in particular because I was just working there. They have a platform, and one of the ways we wanted to leverage Alteryx with that platform was making Alteryx the engine behind an app, but we couldn't get the app to embed in the workflow we would have had to essentially make API endpoints in Alteryx server, which is fine if that's how it needs. I mean, if you want to go down that dev cycle, sure, do that. It works. But it's not near like one of the things that I think makes Tableau like really usable, is that ability to, I mean, other than just Tableau being usable and people loving it, is the ability to hold on, sorry. Do I have to give it a name? Oh, I'm just going to have to save this and jump out and jump back in again. The ability to embed that stuff. So like, how do I have like what's it called? A SharePoint page that has all of my team's analytics on it. And then allow well, let me finish this thought before I keep going on this. Yeah. How do I do that with Alteryx? It's difficult. So, Alteryx current version. But this fixes that. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for what the product is. I'm really excited what this product's going to look like in a year. Just because everything going down, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity to make some really cool stuff here. So we're going to summarize the output. We're going to view the details. And so here's what I'm going to do. I put the value for primary 1, primary 2. See, now this is like really easy to set up. This setup above it was really annoying, but this, I think is going to, so what's going to happen here, just to note, the same logic, one of these two things has to exist and both of these things has to exist. All right. I think that's actually all it is. I don't know how to get the output. Oh, I create a table. That's right. So this would be a table, which is just some values, which that's all it is right now. I can do a text display, but the idea is that in the design section, what I should be able to do is see, like we drop the table here. That might be incorrect. Let's see. Okay. Let me see the values here. Hold on a second. Let's refresh this. Hold on. Let's say, so if this primary 1, primary 2, secondary 1, secondary 2, would be nice if I could, label. Boom. All right. Primary meal item 1. That little T bothers me. I don't know why. It's a dumb thing to be bothered about, but it bothers me. Placeholder text, none. I don't care about that. Yep. Okay, let's look at the colors. Ooh. All right, I wasn't gonna do the visual piece of this because that's fine. Now let's do my colors. Hold on. It's kind of I haven't remembered my color. I don't have my color palette remembered. You know what, we're just gonna do this because that's an Alteryx color. That's fine. Or that's an Alteryx. There we go. Boom. So we say that, and then what happens? What does it look like when I drop down? It's gross. Hold on. Yeah. Yep. I don't like that as much as I thought I was going to. Fill. We're gonna change. We're just gonna move it back to white. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Cool. But it's cool that we can do that. And what's this little arrow here? What's this little arrow off the side? Okay, sorry. I just want to see what my options are. Spacing. Okay, cool. Conditional logic. Oh, someone was also telling me about this, and I can't remember how it works, but I remember being excited about it, which is, you can tell I'm going to be excited about it because I totally forgot how it works. Let's see here. Need to move this here. And then what are we going to do? We're going to call this label primary item. Item 2. And then this is going to be primary secondary meal item 1. And then secondary meal item 1. So let's just note here. This is cool. This is cool. Why did the color? Hold on. The text should be. Okay. Well, we'll get over that in just a second. Secondary. I'm unsure why my colors have changed there. I don't know if this is just because I don't know. Revert colors. Revert. Okay, so I must have done something here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So these are my. I make my one selection. So if I say soup here, this shouldn't. What's this little arrow? What is this little arrow? I put this table over here. No, why is this? I would like this to go to the side here. No. All right, well, that's got to be and then this is wrong. Hold on a second. We're going to go back to, this orchestrate function. You know what? It wasn't wrong. I was wrong. This is what the output is. That just takes a second to populate, so we'll ignore that for now. Okay, cool. That fixed quickly. Again, this little arrow over here bothers me. I don't know what it is. Purchase count again, because this nothing isn't over here, but the total purchases are still here. So if I click soup, and then well, this is still gonna be nothing because nothing has been selected on the other ones. Label source, select white. Okay. Yeah, this should go in here. This should update this. Not in column type, not in whatever the value that is selected of this first one. So soup. I wish there was an easier way to like see whatever, see the flow of this. Hold on a second. If I don't select anything here, does this? Yeah, still no option to select. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to make that cascade or what I'm not doing correctly. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I don't want to delete this because I want to figure out. I want to figure out why this isn't working the way I was hoping it would. Oh, goodness. Type not in the value from here. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this bad boy. We're going to save that. Do I have to save here too? Don't know. But I'm going to go back to App Builder. We're going to try this whole like refreshing thing. Sky punch. And then we go back into design. All right, let's see here. If I say soup, nope, it's still no options here. All right, this is what I get for doing something complicated on the first go, or trying to do this. Again, this was something that was sort of alluded to, but maybe I mistook what it's supposed to be doing. But like we look at this and it's like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. This because this value here, type not in the value pushed in through here. So if I click soup, type not in soup. Is the not in function? Is it the not in function? Let's say not equals to soup. Let's just change this. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this. Type does not equal to soup. Let's save this. I'm going to hit save a bunch. Aha. Okay, well, I would hope that soup doesn't show up here. Soup, salad, and then a side and a drink. Let's do a side and then a drink. Oops, no. Oh, hold on. This one. Drink. Okay, so this eventually did start to like. For whatever soup's not gone. Oh, should I set this up correctly? Okay. This, no, it shouldn't have been here because if I chose soup, it should have gone away here. Unless soup is in there twice. Nope. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later. But soup, salad, side, drink. Okay, cool. That did what I, okay. What is going on? Wonder how this is calculating. Because it looked for a second like, I want to see where they, so essentially if we think back to the question, it's like a soup or a salad and a side and a drink. Which we know there's a lot of, okay. I'm not going to move my mouse. Okay. That's the value. I mean, I guess I'm going to assume that this is correct. But This is not the answer we were getting with the initial. Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, good. Whew. So yes, just gotta figure out why that shows up still. Like, soup still shows up. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, okay. So it's working. It's working. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. Great news. Great news for everyone involved. All right, and so here you would go and add stuff. I don't like the pretty stuff. Okay, interesting. Hold on. Does this have like a fixed size? I guess it does have fixed size. Interesting. Let's talk about this for a second. It looks like there's a select variable here. I wonder if this is how we would do like row level security stuff on stuff like this. There's a lot going on here. We can remove columns. We can add columns, rows per page. So this is going to, there's some pagination happening here. So on giant data sets, we just have to be kind of aware of what we're putting in here. That's cool. Dense mode, row selection, sort table. Okay. There's a bunch of things you can do here. I'm not, again, we know that I don't love Viz tools. So we're going to not bore you all there, but this is cool. This spacer, how does this work? Color, let's hit that. Oh, all right, cool. Let's see here. How easy is this to move? Oh, I like that. All right, I accept that. Let's see an image here. Well, if I change this to here, all right, we're here. Oh, shameless. I'm gonna do a shameless plug. Image URL. Oh, I have to fab it up on that. I can't load it here. Maybe I can, but I'm not. Let's just, you know what? Let's just Alteryx App Builder. Let's see if I can find an image here. Images. Wow. Whoa. I did App Builder, and there are some old pictures in here. I haven't seen this. Oh, man, I haven't seen this slide in years. Whoa, getting brought back on a few things. Maybe it's the problem that I'm not in Google. Yeah, probably. Hold on. Google.com. Alteryx App Builder. Oops. Images. Oh, yeah. So this, I need copy image URL. Can I do that? Where'd we go? There's an app builder image in here somewhere. Where is it? Now I'm getting stuck. Okay, hold on. Copy image URL. Image link. I don't know if that's here. Hold on, what's this? What is this? Nope. Where are these pictures coming from? All right, we're getting stuck here. Let's just, if I do this, what is that? Okay, we're gonna try to make this Alteryx. Let's just do Alteryx. Oh yes, love these old. Yep, this here. Copy link. Let's do that. Let's see if I can do that. There's probably other ways to do this, but I'm just trying to pick one. Okay, perfect. And then let's do this. Yep, fine, cool, love it, good. All right, there's an image banner. Yes. Let's see. How do I make sure to select all 4 items? Cool. I'm good with that. Again, all this color and spacing stuff. It's gonna fall to somebody else to come in here and get really critiquey about this part, because that's just not my thing. Text. So it's a heading. So a header would be like Oh, okay. Yep. Got it. Fine. Cool. Love it. Functionality is all that I care about. And really, so let's exit out of this, remember that I did all the things that I asked it to do, and a drink. Okay. So let's go back to, let's say I need to have either a, pizza or a salad and I have to have a soup and a drink. I don't know, this is dumb. But again, concepts are what we're trying to approach here. I don't think that number's right. I think. Wow. Oh, yeah. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Heck yeah. Can I change the names of these? Because that's a question. All right. I just need to make sure that these are changed. How annoying is it that I have to change it here? How annoying would that be? Well, because I have to change it here, then I have to change it. Because the new output tool, I would have to change it. I'd have to change the output of this to whatever select tool came after that. Is that annoying? No, I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. We made it, guys. I think this video is going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours long. It's a big one. What did we learn? What is App Builder? App Builder is essentially the replacement for the interface functionality in Alteryx Designer. Replacing the self-service function with a new self-service function. One of the things that we're going to have to do, and this is just where it's at right now, to note, it is March 5th of 2024, and this is kind of a baby product. So there's a lot coming, and this is going to change fast, but it's good to get a baseline. And that's what this video really is. It's a baseline for what is this? How are we going to make things done in the future? This is what I originally built for this app builder. And again, to refocus through this, if I was to build a workflow in Designer, I would do something like this, and then I would probably macrotize this and add some interface tools that looks like this, that they said that, not anything. That essentially builds this where clause here and then shoves it into this and then does the math and then sends it through here. This again, doing Designer is still more flexible. Current state, more flexible because I could build that logically however I want. I could add a bunch of like things to change the or clause, the or here, the and here. And if I could do more to adjust for formulas in, just to note here, this is why this has to be done this way. If I view details, there is nothing I can make as an adjustment to formulas right now. You saw me come in here and change these. There's nothing I can do with formulas right now. So until that's fixed or once that's implemented, I think we could probably build closer to this. But right now, we had to take this workflow and do this. And it's now pretty rigid because this implies logic where it's like this shows me all of the unique ticket IDs where there is a burger or a pizza. And then this shows all the unique ticket IDs where there is a side and a drink. And then this is what takes this and says, this is true and this is true, essentially. And then we do a summation and then we do a... So we had to completely think differently about how we did our app, which is frustrating. To say it's frustrating is not... It's, yeah, you know what? It's frustrating because, again, we had to rebuild it. again, we're baby phases here. And things will change, and they're going to change quickly. And what I believe they're going to change quickly. So good. Established baseline. We've done this. Let's talk about some things I like, because it seems like I'm really just dumping all over the product. Things I like. I love this function here. Now that we did get to see it to work, like where I could say, okay, make some selections and then slowly whittle out the selections. There are lots of applications for the way this works. Do I wish it was a little less clunky? Sure, we'll get there eventually. But this is cool. This way that it assigns variables, I love this. Any programming, any part of me that does programming loves the idea of setting these variables that then can be applied to things within your workflow. This for like, let's say a different there's probably a bunch of different use cases, and I'm sure a lot of you smart folks out there can figure out where to go with this, but the ability to leverage variables is cool. Don't know. This is fine, actually, the way that we have to build these items out. So this is actually, I don't think it's terribly far away from the way that reporting works now. I'm hoping these actually, let's take a quick look here. I don't really care. You know what? I do need it. My data is not ready for this. But essentially, this is going to be good. If it's easier to set up than the current reporting tools in Designer, then I'm all for this. This was easy. I mean, I just did a table. And then I actually, interesting. That's something that I think about now. Changes to this table actually happen in the design section. This is just, again, another great example of how things are different for us now. I just have this tool that works, and then I have this whole design section. So maybe even what I would do is I develop this part, and then I talk to someone who really enjoys the design aspect, and it's be like, hey, can you design this for me? And then it would be out of my hair, and I'd get to go solve fun problems like this again. There are things that I haven't seen yet. Column select allows you to, like, if you, this isn't the part of the video for that. There are cool things in here, and there are cool things that I didn't get to highlight, unfortunately. So, I'm not. I wish I could have better shown the things that are here, but again, we're learning. Next video, I'll probably do another video again. I'm sure that I'll have to do a follow up to this soon, as all this stuff like kind of continues to push out. Because I am also curious, like, how this rating I've never seen. Oh, interesting. Allows to user select rating from 0 to 5 on your app. Interesting. I'm curious how that works. Run to continue running your data through your app. Just a note here. Question that I did have is, is there an input to this? Not yet. They're working on it. Another thing that I don't know how much, I don't want to say more than I can, but they're working on a way to do inputs on the apps. Yeah. Load data set from a platform. Interesting. Sorry, just to note here. This is how you know they're working on it. If I bring this in, see how it has input and output anchors? If I bring this in, okay, they're working on it. It seems to be just hidden. Well, I just want to see this. Okay, yeah. Again, snowflakes don't work. Snowflake sources don't work, but this does. Something else so cool that if I had, so this I had as an output, so now it just automatically sets itself up as a data set when you this is something that I didn't do on camera, but I added it to Alteryx data storage rather than downloading, which I hadn't seen before. So this is cool. Yeah. Again, overall, I am glad to have gone through this experience. I think that there's a lot of potential here with this platform. It just needs time. It needs a little bit of time. But it is, again, these are the sort of things that come from this whole change of Alteryx that I'm going to love. Again, it's going to require a little bit of thinking a change in the way we think, which isn't wrong or bad. I think we always ask people to approach the world in a way that they think about things and put things into new perspectives all the time. So we should be able to expect nothing less of ourselves. So, yeah, excited to see where this goes. Thanks to everyone that made it this far. I'm sure if any of this is going to be a good one to like put on the background and then run and then just listen for me to go, oh, that's cool. Or I like this or whatever. If you made it through, you're a trooper. Let me know in the comments if you watched the whole thing. I expect 0 people except for my mom to write, I made it through the whole thing. Hi, Mom. I don't know if she watched. She probably doesn't even watch my videos. All right. You have a good night. I'll see you guys.